Hi everyone, this is Mike Gordon. Welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Final Fantasy VI Advance, where our objective is to complete everything the game has to offer. Previously, we came across a dead end in Thamasa. Everybody's acting suspicious, but nobody's willing to talk. There's also nowhere else to go, so I decided to pry around a little. With RPGs, NPCs can be of most help to you in case you get lost or stuck in a story beat. This NPC in particular told me the innkeeper is willing to drop his price significantly for us because we spoke with Strago. Previously, it would have cost us 1500 gil up, but this sudden change of behavior basically means we got to stop by at the end to rest up. We don't need a heal since I never got to any random encounters, but it's only a gil and we actually have to do it anyways. Alright. Okay, wait, what's going on? What? What? She caught fire? Okay. Like a 6-year-old girl a little girl just caught fire. And, Shadows leaves our party. Yeah, he's a mandatory party member for this bit, but he just ups and leaves before we get to any mandatory fights. I don't get it, but, there's a reason for this. I'll get to that a bit later. What's this place? Uh-huh. How the hell did this house catch on fire? Well, there's a reason for this. What? Yeah, they just cast magic. Well, I hate to tell you, but Strago does not come with any magic spells like Terra Celeste do. That would have been cool, but, you know, he does come with some lures to start off, which is basically the blue magic of the game. Alright, everybody's just casting Flames Be Gone, as that's not a real spell. This is obviously not working. The fire just keeps spreading. Yep. Apparently the owners of this house were our flame rod hoarders. Well, there's a reason why items cap off at 99 copies of each, and that's so something like this doesn't happen to you. The question is, how the hell did Realm catch fire? Anyways, there are some items inside this building, and I want to demonstrate the starting lures that Strago has. Alright, he has Aqua Breath and Revenge Blast and Stone. We've actually saw at least 2 of those, but not Revenge Blast. However, Strago is not going to be of any use to us in this section, even though you can actually learn the self-destruct lore in this place as sort of a demonstration, but he's better off just being dead all throughout this part. I actually forgot to unequip Strago, which is why it's taking a while for him to just die. Alright, I decided that Terra is gonna go ultimate on these balloons because I'm not taking my chances on them possibly surviving off multicast Blizzara. It's definitely overkill, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, this is definitely the most common of the 2 enemy formations here. There are no random encounters, you just interact with those flame sprites and you get into an encounter. Nope, we did not get Balloon 6. Every encounter here is missable, by the way. Alright. Yeah, I just want to show that Strago has some equipment on. He doesn't have any relics. And this formation is definitely missable. You can only get it through trying to enter through that door. And even if you clear out the enemies there, they will still spit out this exact formation. And yes, it's always a pincer attack. I also have no idea why the sound effects are just getting drowned out like that. Maybe I should check my emulator to make sure there's nothing funny going on. Still no Balloon 6, but I got a Flame Rod out of that, and now I'm maxed out. Alright, I guess you can tell what this is. Yep. Got the formation I needed. These enemies don't really have anything to steal. They don't even have fire rods. If they did, I would have just grinded off these guys for a while. But it is what it is. Yeah, this is basically how you deal with these enemies. Just one at a time. Fox kills an enemy, then there you go. This is taking too long, so I'm gonna clear out inventory space for an ice rod that we're gonna pick up. I overbought. Well, at least it won't cost us any MP. Alright. And yes, I've been leveling up like crazy during this part, and only Terra actually has experience. Just cleared out those bombs, those balloons, and got the ice rod, so we're back at full. And we're about to approach the boss fight. The encounters there, they're not the list of encounters we could run into. There's simply not enough space to include everything the Flame Eater can spawn. And the boss here has a common Flame Tongue Steel, so I'm gonna pick that up off screen. And I'm gonna keep killing round upon round of balloons until he spawns a grenade. Flame Eater is absolutely no threat to us at this point. Once he spawns a grenade and I kill it, I'm gonna nuke Flame Eater. And yes, this is one of the few boss fights in the entire game where you can actually farm for experience points. We have not encountered, and I'm just skipping ahead. And here's the grenade. It took me like 4 or 5 rounds before bomblet before grenade spawn, but he is otherwise only available in the bomb forest near the Veldt, which I have not visited yet. But now that I took care of business, stole the Flame Tongue, and killed the grenade, I am putting a swift end to this battle. And that's it for Flame Eater. Got dropped by a nuke. And yes, I gained experience and leveled up again. I'm gonna have to reset everyone's levels really soon because we're gonna recruit Realm really soon. Not right now, so I was safe to gain experience at this point. But yeah, Realm appears to be in serious trouble. I mean, she is only a little girl. But honestly, I never knew that Flame Rods could actually spawn bombs and grenades and balloons and Flame Eaters and stuff. This is really just a plot contrivance. just to reveal that yes, these characters have magic powers. Have to resolve their an issue they have before they're willing to talk. And Shadow got to save the day. Spoiler alert! For all those that remember the Shadow Nightmares, this is actually the town that he wound up in. They didn't specify it, but they said Thama, or something like that. And it had the same layout and everything. And that actually does explain that there is some sort of connection between Realm and Shadow. You know, Interceptor likes Realm and normally bites anyone and everyone else, but trusts Realm enough. And this is basically the most interesting bit of detail regarding Strago. He is a Magi, and so is Realm technically. And what the Magi are were people that were born with magical abilities back from when their ancestors actually harvested the power of the Espers for themselves, and their powers are starting to fade away since they've basically been having their blood thinned significantly for the past 1,000 years. Note that they're completely cut off from the rest of society. Because, well, they've been persecuted following the War of the Magi. And, yeah, Strago and Realm's a descendant of the Magi. Unfortunately, Strago and Realm appear so late in the story that they are basically only there as glorified comic relief. Strago in particular. But, you know, Strago has his interesting, you know, backstory, and Realm also, even though she doesn't have much to offer on the table, does have some interesting behind the scenes things. Alright, we head to the mountains to the west, then. Previously, we couldn't go there because we never found out about this. You literally have to clear these events before those caves become accessible. Oh, Shadow looks like he's about to leave. Yeah, Shadow just overheard us and is just up and left. That's not suspicious at all. Yeah, Realm is disappointed because she wants to go. Now, there is an item that I want to pick up around here, and it's trying to find it. There's really no way to tell where it is. Oh, there it is. The memento ring. Just have to fidget around a bit to find it. Alright, I'm at 139 items. And music reverts back to this goofy-ass tune. And I realized, oh yeah, I should unequip Strago. And, alright. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Shadow likes his dog the same way John Wick will kill for his dog. Yeah, you just broke the rules of your hire. You know, you just broke the rules and split off from the team and spot being assigned to us, which isn't totally suspicious at all. The reason why Interceptor likes Realm, I'm not gonna spoil it just yet. There's actually two cutscenes, two dream sequences that are not available yet, and you only have access to one of them. But they both basically tell you, give you the answer as to the connection between Realm and Shadow. Anyways, I gave Strago the War Bangle. I didn't need it for the Burning House because no random encounters. Unfortunately, there's no way to consistently RNG manipulate the War Bangle. This is literally as far as I could go before I have to save buffer, and I decided that this is the perfect time to reset everyone's levels. As Terra and Locke are the only characters to have leveled up, I decided I'm going to go and reset their levels now, while I still can. And I just spawned the Protect Terra scenario. So yeah, that was easy. And now I am going to manipulate the encounters in the Esper Caves here, so that way I only encounter the formations I want to encounter. Alright. This is the only encounter I say that you absolutely need to pick up. There's no way to avoid random encounters in this place at this point in time. But I can at least make an effort to influence what I run into. Uh-oh, here's Realm. By the way, don't follow Realm. She's just walking in circles. Alright, so that's the way you have to go. Now just follow her there. And there are no encounters in this realm, which basically means and since there's no save point, it basically means there's a boss fight on the horizon. I figure I should try to make Strago useful. I don't know why I would feel compelled to do this, because it's not like Strago's gonna do anything, if you know what I mean. He doesn't even know any rages that could actually hurt this boss. Not rages, lords that can hurt this boss. He's also incredibly frail, and his magic stat leaves much to be desired. Alright, I just want to show what everyone has. Terra does not need Bismarck equipped, I'm just leaving it on there, just cause. Yeah, I just removed the War Bangle, but I can assure you I still have 139 items. Well, for the record, I'm just... Yeah, I actually had to double check to make sure what each of these lords did, just to see if he actually would do anything, and I was like, yeah, he's gonna have to throw some rods, if anything, and equip Ifrit, because there is absolutely no way he's doing anything against this next boss. Yeah, we heard of the Warring Triad before, back in Magitech Research Facility. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, Realm is just eavesdropping right now. Alright, so that definitely explains a few things. But these are not the actual Warring Triad, these are just 3 ordinary statues that are enshrined in their honor, so they have no power. So they have no real power. Huh. Yeah, that is a good point. But anyways, Locke said that Locke did state that there was something written on these statues. Okay, I read these. Okay, I just read these in the wrong order. I can tell that much. Dawn of magic. 3 gods descended from the heavens. Fearing one another's power, the gods began to war. Those mortals caught amongst their fight became Espers, and were forced to fight endlessly as slaves to the gods. Realizing their power begot naught but strife, the gods at last agreed to steal away their strength. With the last of their fading magic, the gods returned the Espers' free will, then turned themselves to stone. The last words they left to the Espers were these. Yeah. And that was the order that you were supposed to read them. Never disturb their power. And then I ultimately decided, you know what? Draco's not gonna do anything, so I'm just gonna unequip him. Alright. Well, the statues are all mine. Siegfried? You mean the guy on the Phantom train? Alright, so we have to beat this dipshit again. At least I don't have to worry about the copyright on this track because it's just a normal battlefield. But all Strago can really do is throw flame and thunder rods, I should say. Ultros is weak to both fire and lightning. Which makes sense since he's an octopus. And I'm gonna use Thundara rather than Firaga because Ultros counters fire elemental attacks. Okay, that's definitely not gonna work. Alright, Strago's dead. But maybe, just maybe, Locke could be of better help throwing those rods. Yes, he can. In fact, he's of much bigger help throwing those rods than he is. Then it would be just to cast it. I think there is something else that this guy has to steal. I don't remember if I stole it already, but it's a white cape. Alright, we're nearing the end of the fight against Ultros. Or at least he didn't cast Reflect on himself. That was something the Flame Eater could have done. Or actually did when I fought him, but you never saw it. Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta be careful now. Huh? I followed you here. Real. I told you to stay home. I want to practice my drawing. She was. Hey there, what's your name? Yeah. Egotistical octopus. Do I even want to know what's next? Oh, come on. She's 10 years old! Ulti? The nerve of this brat. Okay, this is honestly kind of funny. Forget it then. I honestly want to see this scene acted out in like a remake or something. What would this actually look like with modern graphics? Yeah, I want to hear Tara say something like this because it's pretty ridiculous. I mean... Alright, yeah, you're supposed to do that, but because Realm's level is extremely low, it's almost impossible to successfully sketch Ultros. She's level 3, by the way. Alright, so this is what you got. So this is basically what we need to do. I'm going to RNG manipulate so Realm's attempt to sketch Ultros succeeds without a hitch. After all these attacks fall through. Alright. That was Ultros' counterattack for using elemental magic on it. And now we know that was a success, and that's how you beat Ultros. The other way, of course, is to just whittle his hit points down to 0, but you get unique dialogue here. Yeah, in a roundabout way, you could argue that Realm is much more useful than Strago. However, Sketch is not a particularly reliable ability, but she does have the highest natural magic stat of any character in the game, bar none. But that doesn't matter when you max everyone's stats. Anyways, I'm going to save buffer here so I could reset the encounters in this place. We're almost done with this dungeon. And Ralph already came with the Memento Ring equipped. By the way, only 2 characters in the game can equip the Memento Ring, and there's only 3 of them in the entire game. Strago is not one of those 2 characters that can equip it, though. I think you're starting to piece together who the other one is. Anyways, I'm save buffering and resetting, so I could reset the encounters here. I'm not going to do something cheap, and I'm not going to task the reset or anything like that. That's about as fast as a human player can input these, so, which isn't bad. But I managed to get at least a tolerable set of formations that I wanted in relatively short, in record time, basically. Alright. And I want to make sure I don't overstep. I don't want to take any unnecessary steps, and that's why I'm not getting to any random encounters. I'm not going to fight these random encounters. Oh boy, I didn't want this one, but it wouldn't kill me to have it right now. It just makes getting another Future Rage a lot more difficult. But I can live with that. And there's one last encounter for us. I probably could have skipped it, but I want to at least show that I'm not getting the red encounters, so there you go. And we are now done with the Esper Caves. I didn't grab any items, and so I did not get to any unnecessary encounters, and it doesn't appear to be good. And on top of all that, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, I didn't get into any encounters because we're going to get some experience re-averaging with the rest of our party soon, and I don't want anyone to gain extra levels as a result. Even with Roman Strago still dead, and Terra and Locke and all 4 of them being immune to the re-averaging. Everyone else outside our party won't be. Alright. Honestly, I have a funny feeling that this is just going to resolve itself in an incredibly easy manner. A little too easy, I should add. I don't think anyone in their right mind would think, oh, Ultros is the final boss of this game, and you only get to play as Strago and run for like 10 minutes. Or in this case, a half hour. Well, a half hour for Strago, like 2 minutes for Realm. Like, yeah, no. Alright. Yep, they are. By the way, Yura here does not have a face sprite, which probably does not bode well for him, or any of these other Espers. So yeah, this is starting to feel a little too easy. There's gotta be some real resolution taking place if this truly is the beginning of the end. And gee, I wonder what's gonna happen soon. Alright. Uh-oh. Yeah, there is something in their world, and that's the Warring Triad, which we never actually got to see. Alright. That sounds like a plan. Alright, it looks like everything's going happy-hory. Ah. Yeah, this is way too easy. We did not just beat this game. Absolutely not. Yeah, Ultros is the final boss and you just beat him by taking his picture. No. Realm. And everybody's letting me laugh. Speaking of which. Oh, god damn it! Of course it had to be fucking you. I guess it was no surprise, they just threw his ass in jail. And, this ain't good. I wonder what the hell's going on. There's orders. I have to turn all these ushers. Alright, so... Yep, I figure as much. Almost half of this episode's just cutscenes. You know... So, yes, this is another episode where not much happens in terms of gameplay, but a lot happens in terms of story. So Kefka has the power to just one-shot Espers like that. So, This is looking really bad. But we gained control of General Leo, and unfortunately we never got to name him. But look at that amazing equipment setup. Too bad we can't get access to any of it. And we only have we literally can't leave this town. Even if you were to use a Game Shark, this is a different map from the map normally associated with the Massa. By the way, I'm repurchasing the Thunder Rods I just used. And there's nothing else left, and General Leo isn't even available at the bottom. That tells you all you need to know that General Leo has about 2 days left before retirement. Not sure why I decided to revisit the armor shop, but and keep in mind that if you do try to exit, you have to fight a guardian and you'd be forced to run away from it. And even if you can circumvent this, there's no exit tile for this version of the Massa. So we're kind of stuck here. But that's okay. Here you gotta take on Kefka. That's the fight we need to take on as Leo. And the odds are definitely worked against us because we're level 8. And here's an interesting fact. If you recruit a Mog, Mog's level will be factored into the re-averaging of all the other party members back in Left Behind at Vector when they return soon. And the reason for this is because Mog and Leo share the same character slot. And so if you recruit Mog, the Mog's level will be factored in. But if you didn't, then General Leo's sprite will just disappear, and like it never was. Alright, use Shock. Unfortunately, I'm still taking damage here, so I just have to keep casting Shock and hope for the best. General Leo, despite being one of the generals of the Empire, is the only one that isn't a Magitech Knight, as he refused the magic transfusion. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta take him out right now. We absolutely need to take out this guy right now, or it's game over for us. Alright, come on, let's do this. No, we didn't. He just sort of disappeared like that. Unleash. I just want to know how dumb one would have to be to believe that that is in fact Emperor Gestal. I doubt he would just turn up here. In fact, I don't believe I've ever saw him leave Vector outside of entering the cave to the sealed gate. You thought you actually... Yeah... Yeah, sorry everybody who thinks... Yeah, I hate to tell you this, but there's absolutely no way Leo was ever intended to join your party on a permanent basis. And the reason being is because, well, obviously it's abundantly clear because he shares the same character slot as Mog. And we haven't recruited Mog. At least not yet. Okay, sorry, I'm just a little awestruck right now. But yeah, this son and the rest of the Espers are absolutely pissed that the Empire would actually do such a thing. So they are out for blood against Kafka for sure. Alright, so things are about to get really, really bad. And Kafka just killed his own men doing this. Now this is one of only 2 instances where Kefka's like a party member. And he's not controllable. And yes, he does in fact share a character slot with somebody. I don't remember who. But it's not like Umaro or any of our party members or anything like that. It's more like one of the other temporary characters like Biggs or Wedge. Alright. And he just off-screened all those Espers and turned them all into Magicides. I just can't believe it. Can't believe what? That was kind of a strange line. And yep. That's a sad part too. Yeah, that is so sad. interceptor. Oh, you think Shadow's dead, do you? And everyone that's about to rejoin us, including Celeste here, will be level 4 or higher. Because the group composition of Terra, Locke, Strago, and Realm average out to exactly level 4. And that is why I chose not to fight any of the random encounters. We'll just take care of them when we return to Esper Caves. Alright, that's all. That's all honestly sounds good, you know. But what about Arvis and Bannon? Well, it seems like these 4, and actually 5 because they picked up Gao. Well, those 5 were the only. Well, those 4 were the only ones that managed to escape, and they even picked up Gao on their way here. Alright, so, yeah, whatever happened to Bannon and Arvis, well, isn't it likely that they probably fell victim to the Empire's trap, and these 4 were the only ones that just barely managed to escape? As much as I'd like to make Strago and Realm useful for this next part, they are only gonna be there to take up space, and there are more useful party members I could use. I'm gonna paint your picture. No, Realm, stop! Alright. Alright, it looks like no matter what, Realm is gonna tag along, and so too will Strago. Oh, knock it off, Edgar. Here. Keep both eyes open, Realm. This could be taken the wrong way rather easily, Edgar, but at least it shows that you at least care for our well-being. Alright. Gonna be. Hurry it up. Oh boy, this isn't good at all. Yup, an entire continent is being lifted out into the sky. Not sure what there are people doing over there, but I'm guessing it's to imply that there were some people that took up residence in those mountains. That isn't good. We have to do something about that. Yeah. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, we are not ready to take on the Flame Continent just yet. I want to go back and revisit the massa for some extra dialogue. And there is still plenty of things left for us to do before all is said and done. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. Alright, let's remove all party members and their equipment. And no, I don't think I need to go around anything. I don't think anything. Oh yeah, sprint shoes. And let's sort everything out. And now we know that we have 140 items. So, take the wheel. Do not go to the Flame Continent. We're not ready for that. I gotta return to the map, so there's a couple cutscenes. First, I want to see the cutscene without Strago. Alright. What will happen? Huh. Heat on. Let's bring Strago. Maybe he'll have something to say about that. In fact, that's exactly what we're doing here. I'm going to add Strago back into the party, and I'm also going to try to... I think Realms has something to say here, but I definitely know that you get an expanded set of dialogue options for when Strago's in the party. So let's talk to Gung Ho again. Alright. Alright. Yeah, this is basically the only tragic backstory Gung Ho has. Of course, there's really no great tragic history between Strago and Hidon. Hidon's just a target that Strago's trying to go after. Anyways, I'm going to reform my party yet again. This time, I'm going to just reincorporate the original 4. But that being Terra, Locke, Edgar, and Sabin. Terra in the front. You know what, I think I just was messing around the party setup, and I completely underestimated that. Oh yeah, I probably should yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, okay. Yeah, I was not thinking straight. And yeah, Sabin's level got re-averaged up to level 4. The reason for that was because Terra locked Strago Realms levels averaged up to level 4. I think this was when I decided that I don't need Realm. I don't need Gal in my party. At least not yet. I'm going to do a lot of off-screen training soon. So, instead I bring the Figaro brothers, Terra, and Locke. Alright, just... Alright, that looks good. Lance. Yeah, I want Kaiser Knuckles. Venom Claws are kind of crap because they are poison elemental. I don't want that. And everybody else appears to be good to go. Alright, I'm basically just grinding. Yeah, I'm probably going to just edit the menuing from now on and just show you the results after this episode. I'm just completely disorganized at this point. And, you know, time's about up, so I gotta hurry this up. Alright, earrings. And of course, I want Locke to have the Thief's Bracer and the Hermes Sandals. Makes stealing items easier. And before we wrap things up, I'm going to head down to Doma Castle. Restore the world map. And I'm going to head to Doma Castle because we scored really high at the Imperial Banquet, and Emperor Gestalt was at least had enough courtesy to actually keep his word. South Figaro, Doma, and Doma Castle are both liberated. Unfortunately, Doma Castle is dead. As there's a Hyther and an elixir and a clock. That appears to be it. And nope, there's nothing there. A reminder that I am not playing this game while the HUD on the sides and at the bottom and corner are present. So I'm not looking at those things. Alright, there's the exposition from Science Room. And there's one more room left for us to access with treasure in it. A decent portion of this stuff is missable if you put it off until the World of Ruin. So I'm grabbing everything here right now. I don't know why, but some parts of the castle either get emptied out or is barricaded. But anyways, even though you're going to see me do all this, I am wrapping up right now. So next time I'm going to be done with all my shopping, I'm going to be done with all my training and grinding and stuff. And I'll show you the results. So without further ado, this is Mike Gordon, signing out.